Well, that little boy from some of the videos that you've probably seen on this channel is now an adult, and there he goes, leaving at the end of Christmas break. He is now an industrial engineer at an engine factory, which I think is partly attributable to his time with Lego, and we're very proud of him. I didn't get a chance to do some Q&A with him, which I was really looking forward to. And he also missed this helicopter that arrived in the meantime. But we did have a good vacation, and while he was here, there was some discussion about what was going on with our town. And we were remembering in the old days, this is going back to a prior house. This is what our harbor area used to look like. And if you've been watching the channel, you know it doesn't look like that now. We have much more complicated thing going on. But what we were remembering was this structure here, which was an oil rig. And it was just kind of sitting on a blue plate with these panels, and it had like a little boat dock and a helicopter pad and some tanks, and I think there's an office on it. And here's another view of it. Now this is kind of in a semi-ruined state because it got put on this windowsill, separated from the town, and that entire harbor area was sort of like, I don't know, forgotten land. It didn't really get much use once we separated it from the town. But this oil rig, at least that's what we considered it, had some interesting, and there's that helicopter set up on that pad, kind of had some interesting potential. We had a villain that was on there for a while. That was a lot of fun. So we thought, well, what if we tried to recreate this oil rig idea now that he's an adult? And what could we come up with? And so it's not finished yet, but I'll show you what we came up with before he left, and it'll make sense with this helicopter. So this is just, again, the very beginnings of an idea, really, using parts that we happen to have around. And I'm not entirely sure how it's going to turn out, but I'll tell you kind of what we're sort of thinking about. I don't really know what to do with this, whether that's useful or not, so we'll take that off. So obviously it's sized so that a helicopter could land on it, and it actually looks quite good up there, if I do say so myself, although it's probably a bit large for this rig. We'd probably use the smaller white one that you could see in our airport videos, but we'll set that aside for now. So I think what we're going to try and figure out is how to put up a, I'm going off the radar, put up a tower here that would be like where the drill would go down through the middle, and these, you know, there's some lights already on the rig, and there's two levels. I don't know if you can, how well you can see that. So we figured that this level would be a control room level, and that this level would be, that might be like a control room and possibly a little snack dining area. And this level would be bunks and living space. Because obviously crews go out to the rig and they live on the rig for some amount of time, and then they get shuttled back and forth, usually by boat or by helicopter. Probably not a rescue helicopter, but, you know, whatever. I could use the other helicopter. And so we designed this. It doesn't have any railings on it yet. Again, this is just kind of the barest of ideas at the moment. But you would have your tall gantries there. The drill goes down through the middle. And for purposes of building it, it's actually pretty nice accessibility here. These just pop off. So you can, for the purposes of building, I can pop off all the levels. And we can put in railings and whatever we want to do there. But anyway, you would have that drill going down in there, and probably there needs to be some kind of a crane that would move supplies on and off. If you look at pictures of real oil rigs, you'll see those cranes are very common. So it probably needs to come off some corner or another, but not where the helicopter could hit it. And we probably also need some means of offloading the oil through hoses or tanks or something. So we probably need some kind of, maybe on the top, maybe there'll be like storage tanks up here, and piping that goes down to offload down to a ship or something. Yeah, we haven't really worked that all out. But here's the inside. So this would be your control room. Figure put some computers and monitors and stuff there. Probably some up on the roof, you know, kind of like the air traffic control tower is. And then just some bunks and stuff in here. It's going to be tight quarters because that's how these places are. But that was our little father-son project toward the end of the Christmas vacation. And the fact that I ordered this right after was just sort of coincidence. I guess actually, if you use this one, you'd have to land it that way, so you could step out. And I don't know. The more I figure out, I will do an update later. But I thought you might like to see. Well, of course, now I've broken it all. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out some of the old videos. A lot of the old stuff doesn't get as much attention anymore, and there's some really clever, if I do say so myself, builds that we have on the channel. And I do plan to come back and do an update on some ongoing old projects that I kind of left hanging. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching.